Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for June. And this month starts off with a real rebel-rousing energy between the Sun and Mars, a combination which can give you some extra devilment if you're single and would like to bring some extra energy and excitement into your relationship sector. Both are going to be combining superbly well with Jupiter, your ruling planet, pretty well through to week 3. So fortune really can favour the brave, especially if you're very clear about what you want. If you work in any kind of competitive environment, or if you enjoy competitive sports, then Mars's combination with the Sun can also be hugely helpful. But it does have some challenges too, the start of this month. Mercury's twisting backwards, misunderstandings are possible through to the 11th. And the full moon, which occurs on the 2nd, squares up with Neptune in Pisces, your 4th solar house, the area which is very much to do with your emotions. If you're not really quite clear about how you feel about a situation, the more forceful energy of the Sun's combination with Mars and the full moon could see you make a snap decision based on something that you're not fully aware of how you feel, or all of the information that you're basing your decision on may not be complete or be a bit faulty. Wait until the 11th, then Mercury goes forwards. Greater clarity can ensue. Neptune does go into a retrograde itself from the 12th, and that's something you're going to have to bear for some years to come, because Neptune is very much a hard to figure energy. It's quite misty, it's quite imperceptible, and any confusion you feel may be hard to put your finger on why. Also Saturn, the planet of structure but of restriction, is rewinding, and it's right at the start of your sign for the first 2 weeks of this month. The suggestion is that if your birthday is right at the start of the sign of the Sagittarius, you may sense a real feeling of restriction. However, by the middle of the month, there's a wonderful new moon in your sector of relationships, which can rejuvenate an existing tie that still has life left in it, or it can give you greater confidence and hope about new possibilities. If, however, a relationship does come to a complete close, as Saturn backs back into Scorpio from the middle of this month, where it will be for 4 months through to the middle of August, you may go through a period of quite a lot of reflection. Of course, your general nature is to keep taking challenges on, to not sit navel gazing for too long, but to dust yourself down and go again. But I strongly advise you that if something has happened or does happen that is much more serious in terms of your psychological health, you do give yourself the opportunity to grieve, come to terms with things. However, by the 22nd, the Sun relocates into an area which is much more to do with the hand of fate. It's joined by Mars on the 25th. And if there is someone you want to get close to, things can get seriously sensual in the last 10 days of this month. Also, you may be thinking about kind of property issues or business affairs. And if you're someone who feels that you can improve your lot, you may be in the mood to be very bold here too. But there is a cautionary note, because Mercury in your sector of relating may well be going forwards from the 11th, but it gets into an awfully difficult square with Neptune from the 18th to the 26th. And I would advise you strongly to take your time if there is anything you're discussing which could have an impact on your home, your financial welfare, or perhaps even just your emotional health, because getting into something where there is a financial commitment could be a big hike. If you do something in a hurry, you may actually regret it. So this is a month that holds rich promise for relationships, but you do need to keep your wits about you and stay very closely in tune with your deepest emotional needs. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.